Hi, my name is Deacon Pope and I'm the CEO of Cornerstone Backup. I'm going to take you on a quick product tour of the Cornerstone Rapid Server Recovery appliance. I'm going to show you how you can virtualize a failed client server in a matter of minutes. So you can either do this remotely, as you have one of your techs remote into a client site, log into a workstation, or you can do it directly there in front of the workstation. Simply open a browser, type in the IP address of the Cornerstone unit. It's going to bring up the username and password, and then it's going to bring you to the home page of the Cornerstone appliance. On the home page, you see the status of the hard drive, CPU, memory, and drive usage. And over here, these are the servers that this unit is backing up. So we're backing up multiple servers. Both of these are Windows servers, but you can back up Linux and Unix servers as well. So I'm going to select this app server, and it's going to give me some information about app server, the IP address, what the OS is, and when the last backup and next backup are. I'm going to click on the Restore tab, and Restore is our file restore, and the difference between Cornerstone and most other backups, and especially the BDRs out there, is that the Cornerstone RSR has all these timestamps are a separate and full virtual machine of the server being backed up. So even if this one and this one and this one were bad, this one would be good and this one would be good. Right? So these are not dependent on each other. It's not a base plus incremental system that's a house of cards that if one goes bad, the whole thing falls apart like most backup systems. I'm going to select the 946 virtual machine, and what our box is going to do, it's going to mount that virtual machine inside our appliance so that we have access to the file tree. So I simply click on the C drive here, and it's going to populate the file tree for the C drive, and I can select any files here, and I'm going to restore those 3 files. It's going to put them into a zip file that I can click, and it's going to ask me where I want to save them to. So I can save them not necessarily over top of the files that are there, because maybe I don't want to do that. I can save them wherever I want, and that quickly. The virtualization is just as simple. I get the calendar here, and I'm able to select any of the backup points from today or yesterday or a month ago, right? And I'm going to select 746 this morning. And I'm going to start this VM, and it's going to object to starting this VM because it's going to see that the real client machine is live on the network, and it will refuse to start that machine because it doesn't want to. It's going to fire up with the exact same IP address and the exact same MAC address as the real client server. So you can see why we wouldn't want that to happen by mistake. You'd wind up with 2 DCs or 2 Exchange servers. I could override that if I wanted to, but what we really want to do right now is we just want to do a test. So we click on Start VM from this image, and what it's going to do, it's going to mount that virtual machine on our box, the 746 version of that, the snapshot as it was at 746 this morning. I'm not going to be able to boot that on our box. It's going to come up in a sandbox mode so it doesn't interfere with the rest of the network. And then I'm going to be able to log into it and test it. And I can do this remotely, so you can imagine, rather than sending someone on site to verify the backups, I can do this remotely and probably have this server tested faster than it would take me to send a technician out there. Before they got on site, I could be done virtualizing this box and testing it. Now it comes up and it gives me the IP address of where I can reach this virtualized sandbox mode server, and I'm going to connect to it with RDP. And as you can see, it's going to boot that box. I'm going to watch it start. So it comes right from the boot screen. And in a matter of minutes, it's starting all the services, it's doing all the things that this machine would really do as a virtual machine or as a physical machine, and it's going to allow me to boot that in a safe environment where I can test it, and then I can know for sure that I actually can recover this client server, and I can show the clients this, and it gives them great peace of mind. So in a matter of seconds, we're already to the applying computer settings, and we'll be at the login prompt for this thing right away. So we're at the Control Alt Delete screen to be able to log in to this box, and I'm able to log in remotely and know that I've get to this where I can test the applications. I can go through, make sure everything's okay, and this is only taking us, I think, 7 minutes total. So again, faster than you can get to your client site, you can know that you can virtualize them. Right? So that's the power of the Cornerstone RSR over top of every other backup product out there. If you think of just online backup where you're just doing file level backup, that doesn't protect your clients in the event that their motherboard dies, their RAID card controller fails, their OS corrupts, all those things that go wrong. A file level backup doesn't help you. Even if you have tape backup, what do you do if the tape drive fails or the motherboard fails on that hardware? If you have a hardware failure, most backups will not help you. Right? And the Cornerstone RSR can overcome all those problems and still provide you with file level backup and back up multiple servers.